Good evening and welcome back to the ASUS ROG DreamLeague live from the DreamHack Monster Energy Studios. And we just witnessed our first game of our second series, Vega versus Alliance. And I was not expecting to be right this time, but I was right. Because Vega actually was able to take a game off of Alliance. And casters thought it was draft, or at least Drasco thought it was outdraft. Thoughts?
I think it had a lot to do with solo on his AA. Like, honestly, picking up that early eggs, like, we were talking about it when the game was going on, Wega. Like, when you're a Viper and you pick up the cloak, the Glimmer Cape, against only, like, basically one source of magical damage.
Yeah, I mean, there were some different magic sources, but they were, like,
minor.
There was nothing bursty to save people with the Glimmer Cape, because AA is so much overtime. Queen has pure damage on ulti and so on. But yeah, I agree. The early Aghanims on AA made a huge difference, but I also think that the draft is, as Drasco said, I would say it's an outdraft. Much easier to play the dire draft in this game. Beastmaster is like one of the hard counters to Gyrocopter carry, in my opinion, and they picked Gyro into the Beastmaster. Yeah. And I think fucking Mad is a really solid drafter very often, but this game just looks difficult to play out, honestly. They would need like a tremendous advantage from the laning phase and then start taking everything, because as mentioned, they have Beastmaster, they have Queen, AA, all of them pretty good at holding high ground. Witch Doctor, one of the best supports at holding high ground as well. With Death Ward, he can stand in so many good positions.
And they all bought space for PL to farm.
Exactly. PL even like felt so safe in this game, they didn't go for a diffusal early. He built the entire Manta style first, and until you have diffusal, your illusions barely even hurt as a PL. So he knew that, he just wanted to stay alive. He didn't need to bring more damage. His team was killing them on their own.
Yeah, we saw Vega's confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
When they started pushing bottom, even without the diffusal blade, they got like completely team wiped.
And I'm not 100% sure that they picked the Spirit Breaker into the PL, but I think they did as well. And even that is like pretty tough, because he can just double you when you get close. Like Admiral Bulldog can charge, but when you just use the doppelganger, like the charge
was
ends.
the last pick.
Right? Yeah, if you time it correctly.
He was the last pick, And yeah, it's just, you know, a tough matchup to play as Alliance.
At some point, Alliance did seem like they got their timing together. They started pushing mid, they gathered up all 5, and it looked like, you know, this is where the death ball starts. What kind of went wrong for them? Could they have done anything? I mean, despite their draft, obviously.
I honestly think it had a lot to do with AA and Queen of Pain, like that high burst damage. Like when they were pushing mid, like there was a time when Bulldog like dived to tier 2 and they were getting loads of kills and it was looking really well.
Yeah. And well, it could have kept working out, but then suddenly like they go behind the towers and dive into the dire jungle, and Peel is just sitting behind everyone. They go on some support, and I think they went on the Witch Doctor. He turned around and ultied. AA got his ulti off as well. PL came from behind. And Queen got to use her spells as well. They were just massacred in the enemy jungle, and that was really the beginning of the end for Alliance. As a Chen lineup, you need to keep going and pushing and take towers. If you ever get contested and you lose the team fight as Chen, you're in for a tough time, because you need to win early very often in those games.
Yeah, one of those fights where Alliance was not able to pull it together is the one that we're going to go see on the drawing board. So it's time for Shane Analytics.
Welcome to the drawing board. So the fight I've chosen is the Roshan fight at 32 minutes. Now this, honestly, if Alliance get this Rosh, it's their time to come back into the game. So first of all, Pasha scouts it out straight away with the PL illusion. So they know exactly what's cracking. And they actually get themselves, like, if you look at, pause for a second. If you look at AA's positioning, he's actually...
It's the massive AA ulti positioning.
Exactly.
Like, you don't even want to be in the team.
No, you don't want to get caught out at all. So it's perfect. All right, let's play and see what happens. Now, this is kind of 007 stuff. Like, pause for a second. So Mad has the gem, and if you watch Pasha's positioning, he's invis at the moment, and watch it. Like, it's so unlucky by Alliance. So Mad just walks back a tiny bit, and he's not actually like in the gem range, and no one sees this and immediately blinks out. Now all of a sudden, the Alliance are kind of trapped. They're really trapped.
And what's that?
It's
a
ball of ice cream.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, this is the surprise ball, and it hits on the Chen. It doesn't hit much more than that. It hits his army and hits him, but that's all you really need, because now Pasha being in the position here, he can just go straight on to Ake here. And stopping a peel from killing someone can take a lot of resources.
Yeah.
And while that's happening, the cask is just...
Now, over here we see Loda as well. Loda gets blinked and hexed instantly, and then Beastmaster just goes on him in the corner of the fight. So he has a DD rune, which he's not able to do anything with. And while this is happening, Pasha actually gets a really nice doppel walk and escapes the Chen.
They try so hard to bring that down, and they just can't. That's basically, that's what they spend most of their efforts on. In the meantime, the rest is back because they couldn't move due to the paralyzing cask. And then by this time, the fight's already over because they have to try and run. Well, good luck trying to run against the lineup that Vega has.
So Bulldog kind of commits to try and save Pika as well. But
yeah, he tries, but it's way too late, and he just ends up going down there as well. Trying to go in is, you know, overly aggressive, and there's very low HP on the peel, but it doesn't matter. There's so many of him, you can't really target.
Especially with the Witch Doctor heal going the whole time.
Witch Doctor heal and the Vladimir's that they already had purchased. And shout out as well to No One playing on the Queen of Pain in this game, because he got a solo kill onto Pycat with Queen of Pain.
Yeah, at the start.
Against the Viper,
yeah, that was
which
huge.
is a tough matchup for Queen. Like, yes, you could win that lane, but you can't rely heavily on your Shadow Strike as you do against other heroes, because Corrosive Skin is a hard counter. It resets the timer.
I was going to ask you what Alliance should do to still win, but we're actually going to go straight into the draft because we're kind of pretty far in already. So it is time for Game 2 between Vega Squadron and Alliance.